Alrighty, hello everypony, and welcome to the D&D Podcast, episode number 9, continuing the Worlds Collide storyline. Good way into the adventure so far, almost getting towards the end here. Say about 3/4. Um, I'm tired, so I'm just rambling. I'm always tired though. Anyway, I'll just let everybody introduce themselves.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Jan and I'm again playing the Harvey the Sailor Gnome person. And we have quite a small group today, it seems, yeah.
Yeah, we've only got 5 players out of our usual 7.
Yeah. Oh well, he's learned now Stunning Strike, so I can use that to help out a bit from now
Yep.
on. And hopefully we'll get to actually do adventuring, I suppose. So, go ahead, Andy.
Thanks, John. And once again, Andy, the card man, playing Dwyer Bone Crusher, who, over the course of the night, has finally managed what all spellcasters dream of: being able to throw a fireball. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this when I get around to it. But yeah, also met Erasmus last session.
Yep.
Now, while he doesn't know Dwyer isn't questioning why he's there, I am. So I'm wondering why Emily has up her metaphorical sleeves.
Alright.
Yeah, anyway, you're up next.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm Mist, and as per usual, I'm playing Fadeth Zira, the half-elf cleric. So, yeah. She got a few new spells over the course of the night, including the needed a while ago Dispel Magic. So, yep.
Very nice.
And I believe Uzuki's up next.
Yep.
Hello, I am Uzuki. I will be playing Halt Ranger Elf. Don't really get much else besides have to shoot a bow. And I don't even know what the heck my war power is going to be.
Alright.
Bringing up the rear as always, unless he's on the front line, is me, Falling Star, and I will be playing Prince Maximilian Effervescent Charming, who can now attack more.
More attacks.
And that's
wait a
it.
minute. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get more spells? Now that I think about that, I just thought about it just now.
At level 5, I
yeah.
think you do.
Yeah.
I just thought about it just now. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, yeah, you gain.
2 spells, man.
Hurry
You've
up,
got second level
Uzuki.
spell slots now.
Derp.
Hurry up, Uzuki.
I'll get it as we go. That's what I tend to do anyway. And who knows, I might still use that for, flat arrows, and that's gonna be an extra that's gonna be damn, it's an extra 1d8.
Alrighty. And if that's it for everybody else, I am Serene Inc., and I am the Dungeon Master and writer of this campaign, and the one playing Jennifer, the Guardian of the Gate, and so on. So, when we last left off, you guys had entered the Dungeon Keeper verse, as Hane called it earlier. You had met with the Lords of the Land and discussed with them about finding the World Guardian. It turns out that the World Guardian has become a keeper or an underlord. And so now you have to try to find him. speaking of Underlords, I did a little bit of research over the week and discovered that I made a minor goof last week. The Overlords are the lords of the land. King, what's his name, the prince, and all that. Which means that the Underlords, which is not what I was calling them, I was calling them Overlords. They're the keepers and things of that variety. So, yeah, I made a goof.
Yep,
That makes more sense.
And we're delving into a former Underlord's dungeon because it holds a fragment of an amulet that can summon this one really powerful minion that we need in order to track down to the current keeper of the rest of the amulet who is this world's guardian, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't remember the name that I gave him, but yes, that is exactly it. You are currently inside of King Reginald's castle. His three sons, the princes,
We've already got the fight.
Baldar, Felix, and Tristan. Over the course of the previous day, where you were all kind of preparing yourself to venture into the dungeon below, you, of course, watched the three princes and the king interact with the other overlords, and so on. So finally, as you've trained up a little further, gotten your skills stronger and better, you now finally feel as though you are ready to traverse into the dungeon of Nemesis, an age-old keeper who once tried to take over the portal gems, but unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, failed in doing so. King Reginald leads you back to the Hero's Gate. King Reginald leads you back to the Hero's Gate and shows to you the portal gem. You watch as he waves his hand over the portal gem, muttering some sort of incantation as he does. Suddenly, you notice the distortion around the Hero's Gate begin to vanish. And suddenly, a massive gateway of light suddenly appears in the center of the distortion. King Reginald looks to you and says, "That is all I can offer for you. From here on out, you will be on your own, traversing the dungeons of Nemesis. I do not know what you will find down there. Hopefully nothing, as the Keeper has been destroyed for some time. However, it is entirely possible that some stray minions could still remain."
Given our luck, I'm guessing that we will run into some minions who decide to hole up there, because that's just our luck, or at least my luck. Then again, my luck is kind of weird, wild magic and all that. I'm starting to ramble. So, who wants to go first into the portal and test it out?
I shall venture forth. Charming is going to walk into the portal, shield at the ready and sword drawn.
Alright.
I guess we better go help and Harry follows.
Veda follows.
Alright. You march yourselves into the shining Hero's Gate. As you enter the light, you feel as though you are traversing through some great distance. The exact distance you are not certain. However, after walking for what only feels like a short time, but feels like a great distance, you find yourself emerging on the other side of the gate. Looking around, you find yourself now standing in front of 4 massive stone knights. They stare at you as you enter the room. However, they do not move. Further on the other side of the room, you can see an archway that seems to lead out from the stone guard room into the underground.
Charming is going to step forward. He's going to address the stone knights. Hail, guardians! May we pass?
The stone knights do not speak, but they kind of wave their hands in the direction of the other passage.
Charming is going to bow. Thank you. And he's going to go on.
Alrighty.
I guess we're just going underground once again, like every single time.
Keep up the good work there, Stoneface. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Sorry, couldn't resist.
Here, wrong world.
What?
I don't know where that came from. So, I'm gonna fall behind.
Alright, so you march your way through the passage. Excuse me when I say that this isn't actually the underground, because I forgot to load up the map to this place. You find yourselves in what seems to be an underground castle. This seems to be some sort of majestic throne room, or as majestic as you can get, that is, in the underground. Further ahead, there is a drawbridge that leads out to the actual underground. Off to the lefts and rights are different passageways that seem to extend out into the castle. You see various soldiers, wizards, heroes, if you will, wandering about the castle, looking as if they are waiting for something to attack, but at the same time bored because nothing has. One of them even seems to be muttering something about being overworked, underpaid, grumble, grumble, grumble.
Oh, well, might as well. Oh, well, might as well wait the bullet. Excuse me. Pardon me. Hey, can I talk to one of you guys? We kind of need directions.
One of the knights kind of stops and looks at you. He says, "Hail! What is it you seek?"
First off, hail. We are kind of looking for Nemesis's former castle and the location of his treasury or a map of the castle that you may or may not have.
The knight thinks for a moment and then says, "We have no real map of Nemesis's dungeon. However, what I can tell you is if you take the drawbridge out to the out from this castle into the underground, you will see a path that then begins to lead into some sort of massive pit. I believe the keepers refer to it as a combat pit. The dungeon is fairly straightforward. Nemesis seems to have built the majority of his buildings sort of square and well formed. If you follow the path long enough, you'll surely find his treasury and what remains of his dungeon hut in the farthest southern chamber.
Okay. Go to the drawbridge, find a big old pit, go down into the pit, then keep going south until we hit what we're looking for. Got it. Thanks.
Well, actually, it's go down till you find the pit, and then you're in the dungeon, and then from there, just kind of continue south. You don't need to go into the pit. The pit doesn't lead anywhere. It's literally just a pit.
Ah, right. Sorry. Oh, that he's like, right. Thanks for the information. And that guy that looks like he's grumbling about being overworked and underpaid. I don't know. Give him, find him some garlic or something. I'd recommend a garlic and avocado sandwich myself.
That reference. Anyway. So.
On we go.
Alright. Continuing on into the dungeon. You find yourself crossing the drawbridge over a lake of lava, which then leads a short while later into a massive pit. Looking down into the pit, you can see the rotting corpses of unknown creatures. One of them seems to be some kind of lizard-like creature, while another one seems to be some kind of green-skinned soldier.
Is that an orc?
No, like that's a different shade of green.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, do we all look the same to you?
Well,
Could do a nature
you
check.
all look... You're all tall and green and, well, yeah.
Yeah, you better stop right there. But yeah, I am gonna do a nature check just to see if that is an orc or not, just because who knows, they might be a different shade of green. 16 on that nature check.
Alright. Examining what remains of the fetid corpse, you're pretty sure that it's some sort of goblin. You're not familiar with goblins being green, but it definitely has the right shape in its body and things like that.
Since when are goblins green? But yeah, it's a goblin, not an orc. And before any of you say what's the difference, there is a big difference in hierarchy. I could rant for hours, but let's keep going.
Checking if they have anything, by the way.
Alright. Examining the fetid corpses, they have absolutely nothing.
Okay. More things.
Here in the combat pit, you can see 3 different directions. One that goes to the south, one to the west, and one to the east. Looking to the western one, seems to be some sort of a graveyard. The easterly one appears to be some sort of torture chamber. And the room to the south appears to be some sort of prison.
Well, the guy said go to the south, so we should go south.
Yeah, like besides knowing this place, I'm betting if I was a betting man, which I'm not, but I'm guessing that there might be some sort of necromancy in that graveyard. That might come up if we go in there. So prison it is. Besides maybe prisoners may have loot.
Why would a prisoner have loot? Wouldn't the guards just take everything they have?
You don't have to. Trust me, there are ways of prisoners to keep their loot. Do
You
not
say so.
ask how I know.
I'll trust you.
Dwyer saw the Shawshank Redemption a few nights ago.
Good movie.
So,
Prison.
south to the prison. Alright, you make your way towards the prison to the south. Upon arriving at the prison to the south, you notice that the prison is exactly what it sounds like. It's a prison. Metal cage with a large metal door that seems to have been barred a long time ago. There does seem to have been some prisoners in here. They seem to have not survived in the prison. Their corpses certainly remain quite old, quite fetid.
Anyone else sensing a theme here? This place is abandoned so far, but well, check for any secret passages or any sort of thing, because it's that. Trust me, if I was some sort of denizen of evil, I'd stick a hidden passage around here. So, investigation for a 4. Crap.
Why would there be a secret passage? Shouldn't there be just a regular door?
Interestingly enough, there are. I didn't mention these because I forgot. To the left and to the right, the west and the east, whatever, there are rooms. One leads to what appears to be some sort of library. Off to the west is like a library. The east appears to be some sort of you're not really sure what it is. It's a big room with a table in the middle, which is kind of awkward looking.
It's full of books.
What's wrong with books?
What's wrong with that? Let's just imagine they said that at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're fine, I guess, but not very much useful down here.
Knowledge is always useful.
If you have the time to read them.
Hey, again, and besides, some of these books might contain spells, a log of what transpired during the castle, maybe a journal of his last moments, that sort of thing.
Well, if you want to search, go ahead. Harry goes to the other room with the table.
Alright.
Come on, Fade Up. Let's check the library. Maybe we have something in there of use.
Spun the party.
18 on investigation. For the table room.
And Dwyer's got an 18 investigation for the library, just to find, well, he's going to be looking for any sort of magic tome, and secondarily looking for any sort of journal or log about this place.
Alright.
Well,
Just looking for anything useful.
They just got a nat 20 for a sir for an investigation of the library. And the modifier is going to be a +3 to that. So.
Alright. Harvey makes his way into the room with the table. In here, there is a room to the south, which appears to be some kind of a workshop area. It's got anvils and forges and things of that variety. Glancing around the room itself, you can see that there appear to be like weapon racks, things of that nature. It kind of feels like a guard room, like somebody would stand guard here and watch for intruders. It does seem a little out of place, being that it's, here instead of at the edge of the dungeon, but still.
Anything interesting about the weapons?
Um,
Or the racks?
well, yeah, the weapon racks. The let's see. Looking around the weapon racks, it seems to mostly be pretty generic weapons and things of that nature. Inside one of the weapon racks, though, you do find an odd sort of weapon. It's shaped similar to a rapier, however, it's not actually made out of metal.
Well, Harvey picks that up.
Alright.
Looks closer and... hey, Charming, do you have any idea what this is? And shows the weapon to him.
Charming is going to go take a look at it. Should I roll something for that?
Trying to think of what that would be. Some kind of check to determine what it is. Seems...
If it's the substance, then it would probably be a nature check. To determine, like, the weapon, Charming could probably just pick it up and swing it a few times to get some idea of what it would be like, given that he knows all weapons.
Right. Yeah, that's
Wow.
pretty...
That's a 19 for my nature check. I got a nat 20 on that.
Nice. Alright. So, examining it, it is definitely a rapier. Picking it up, swinging it around a bit. It definitely feels like a rapier, controls like a rapier. It is definitely an odd substance, though. Some kind of strange black material. It kind of feels hard. It kind of feels hard to the touch, as if it's some kind of either very hard metal or some kind of very hard stone.
So it's not, like, a rapier is generally pretty flexible, and this isn't.
Right, pretty much.
Okay. Impulse die. 4. That means Charming is going to bang it on something. See if it breaks.
Alright, it doesn't.
Okay, good. He's going to hand it back to Harvey. I'm not quite sure what it is. I think it's rock.
Well,
No,
you can
that'll
keep
lie,
it.
that
I don't
doesn't.
have any use for swords like that.
Oh. Thank you very much.
As for the library, those who are traveling into the library, when you enter, make a dexterity saving throw as a bolt of lightning shoots out from a trap and strikes you.
I got an 8.
It appears I got a 21 with modifier 19.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed.
Yeah.
So... It is... Alright. The one that failed takes full damage of 21 lightning damage.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. Ow! I'm bloodied. Third, is it an actual trap, or did someone actually fire the thing at me? Because if it's actually someone, books or not, I'm gonna burn it. I am going to burn him. But if it's a trap, I'm just gonna curse the fact that he fell for an obvious trap.
It is definitely a trap. There is a large lightning rod-like device that when you entered the room, shot the lightning at you.
A little help here. I got blasted. You see him twitch a little bit.
For Faye Dove, because she did succeed in the save, she is taking half damage.
So 10?
Which is, 10. It is 10.
Okay. Well, considering she gained something like 11 hit points with the level up,
Nice.
I rolled max when I added the extra hit points, so
Nice.
she will then proceed to cast Cure Wounds with a level 2 spell slot on Dwyer. Let's see, that's... Let's see. Alright, so that will be a 9 and a 5. Bringing that up to a plus 14 hit points card.
Okay. Well, I'm up to 20. I'm up to 25, so I'm above bloodied. In fact, I am just a little bit. I am considering the HP I gained. I am pretty much back to where I was last week before. Well, a little bit less, but anyway, man. But yeah, sir. But yeah, after that trap goes off, is the lightning rod still activated?
Yeah, it's still active.
Huh.
Looks as though it could fire again easily.
Bugger. Gonna need some going. Let's see. Can I use it in our contract to try to figure out how frequently it fires the bolts and in what direction it fires?
Sure.
Okay. Come on, come on, proficiency, don't fail me now. Ah, son of a 9.
9. Well, it's not a total fail. I mean, you have a rough idea that this lightning trap thing fires once every roughly about a minute.
Great. So I've got
it is magic?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a
magic,
magical
but-
trap.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I was gonna say
Veda could cast Dispel Magic on it.
don't, because we might need it for earlier. And Dwyer's actually going to try. Actually, if I can disable this thing, I am going to keep it with me because that's awesome.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty big lightning rod. It's almost the height of you.
I will find a way to somehow break this thing down and get and carry it with me because being able to shoot lightning because that's sorry, but yeah. Dwyer's going to actually go up to the lightning rod and I don't know, try and shut it off.
Alright. I'll let you do another Arcana check to see if you can figure out how to shut it off.
Like I said, rolls don't fail me now. Damn it. I got a 6.
You have no freaking clue.
Oh well, don't know. Oh well, don't know how to shut it off. Time to break it. Hey, so, let's see. I don't know what I should actually use. Should I try and do a strength check to see if I can actually break the stupid thing?
Yeah, you could attack it, strength check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the straight strength check, and watch this one actually be successful. 11 on the strength check to see if I can just knock the thing down.
It's pretty sturdy.
Dove, little help. Don't like. If you could try and deactivate the thing, that'd be nice. I want to keep it.
Alright, so let's go ahead and see if I can dispel it.
Are you using Dispel Magic, or do you just want to
Yeah.
try like an Arcana check to see if you can figure out how to disarm it?
Actually, let's try the Arcana check first.
Alright.
Well, my rolls are being pretty high today. Got a 13 with the roll, and I have a +6 for my Arcana check.
So that's
19.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Spending a few moments looking over the trap, you get a pretty decent idea of how the thing works. It begins to hum as if it's getting ready to fire, and just before it's able to launch another lightning bolt off, you manage to flip the switch that shuts the thing off.
Okay.
Thank you, Dove. Now, now we can raid this library in peace without sort of being bolted. But how am I gonna carry this thing with me? I mean, it's a nice trap. I mean, gee, that thing hurt, but it's kind of cumbersome. Yeah, I want to take it apart, but I'm not sure how.
By the way, Harry walks in to see what the noise is and looks at them trying to figure out how to... was it Dwyer trying to get it disassembled?
Well, it was both Dwyer and Fada.
I mean, disassembled.
It was
That's what he's doing.
Fada was the one that turned it off.
Yeah, but I mean, trying to take it into smaller parts.
Oh, yeah, that's Dwyer. He's trying to disassemble it.
Harry sees this and says that there's a smithery, some sort of, with tools in the other room, if you want.
Oh, sweet. It's like, show me where that stuff is. I've got a project.
Just go to the other room and take the door south.
Okay, thank you. Dwyer proceeds to head to the forge to try and find some tools in order to, take apart the lightning trap while, Fada pretty much ransacks the library.
Right?
Well, having gotten a 23 for searching the library.
Alright. Let's see. How long are you going to spend searching the library?
At least a half hour, I think.
Alright.
I suppose it would be as long as Dwyer is working on his thing.
Right.
Pretty much as soon as Dwyer sees that Fada is done looking, he's going to stop and just take what he can with him.
Do, 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 do. So, you're searching that. Is the rest of the party going to do anything while you guys are searching the library?
Now Harvey's going to see what the workroom has.
Alright. In that case, then we'll come back to the library in a minute. Let's see. You enter the forge workshop area thing. You see a door that seems to lead off towards the east. Or is it the east? It's the west. Whichever direction was that that the prison was in. Yeah, from the prison to the guard room down to the workshop, so then back west. There's a path that continues off towards the west. There appears to be some kind of massive hole in this area. The hole is kind of surrounded by these massive crystals.
Crystals again. Well, he's going to stay in the workshop since he's not going there alone.
Alright. As for the workshop itself, there is nothing that appears to be of any sort of value or interest beyond simply workers' tools and things of that nature.
Alright.
So if you guys are going to wait then on Fadov and Dwyer, returning to them then, they finish their investigation of the library. Fadov, you have found a large tome of some sort. You're pretty sure that it's magical, but you're not immediately sure what it is. Beyond the tome, you did also find another book that has pages upon pages of complex magical know-how that you think that if you studied this book for roughly 4 years, you would learn how to cast one heck of a lightning bolt. Problem is, it would take roughly about 4 years of about 6 hours a day of studying this thing before you could understand it completely.
Into the bag of holding it goes for later.
Yep.
I have the means to take it with me. So.
Yep. So, beyond the lightning book and the strange tome, there is also a scroll. In it are what you assume to be the last words of the Underlord Nemesis. The scroll reads, I did not expect the Stone Knights. They were something that I could not contend against. Alas, I wasted the power of the Horned Reaper against the mighty king, and now I've And now I have failed. May the Dark God have mercy upon me as he sends me to the ether.
Interesting. I'll share that with the group.
Alright.
Well, while Dwyer does hear that while he's working on trying to figure out how to, take apart the trap, he's like, oh, so the guy worked for abolition. Neat. Okay, back to trying to disassemble this thing and take it so I can take it with me. By the way, should I make a roll for that to see how much I can salvage from this thing, just any sort of magical components or that sort of thing?
Yeah, would probably be a good idea.
To be Arcana or a straight intelligence check or what? Maybe Arcana would work, so I know what if there is something magic in there, I know where to extract it from, or that sort of thing.
So that's about what I'm thinking. I'm double checking real quick, but that's pretty much what I was thinking. Some kind of Arcana check to try and determine what makes the thing work and what you can take out of it and use and whatnot.
Yep. Okie dokie. Let's hope my string of low rolls ends now. Nope, number 9.
Unfortunately, it's a pretty complex piece of machinery. Working on attempting to disassemble it and still keep it working unfortunately doesn't work out very well for you.
Relic. Blah. Just Dwyer just shocking grasps the stupid thing and breaks it. He's like, stupid underlords and their stupid magitech. Grumble. I hate it when magic stuff doesn't. I hate it when magic stuff doesn't work for me. So aside from the guy's last will and testament, Theta, what else did you find?
This book that'll require 4 years to learn what's all is contained within it.
That's time we don't have, but well, anything else?
Not really.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, out of character. Didn't you get another book besides the one that required the 4-year thing?
Yeah, you got some kind of a tome that you weren't sure what was.
Oh yeah.
But it
Forgot
was
about that one.
clearly magical.
Okay, she will make mention of that one too.
Okay, hand it over. Let's see. If I don't understand tech, but hey, maybe I can identify what's in this book. So, Arcana check a go, baby. Finally, a good roll, 21.
Nice. You spend a moment kind of looking the book over, glancing at the front, reading through different little bits of it and whatnot. You recognize this is definitely a magical book. In fact, you're pretty sure you've seen something of this variety before. You can't make heads or tails of exactly what it is, but it's some sort of magical manual. Supposedly, when you read through it the very first time, it contains some kind of a powerful magic that once read in its entirety for the first time boosts one of your abilities. You're just not sure which ability this one is.
Okay. Dwyer's like, okay, I got. He closes the book. He closes the book without reading it completely. He's like, okay, I've got good news. I got bad news. Good news is this thing. It can make one of your. It can essentially boost one of your natural talents. You know, how strong you are, how dexterous you are, your intelligence, your wisdom. You know how charming you are. But the problem is, I don't know which one. And as nice as this book is, you found it, so you can decide who gets it.
Veda will smile slightly, taking it and tucking it into her bag of holding for later.
Oh God, they increased these in considerably. Oh God. Sorry, I'm just looking over the item that I just gave you, and they really boosted what these things can do.
And then Dora's like, oh, by the way, it only works once, so yeah. Oh well, let's go back. Let's go back to the others. See what they found.
Charming is actually going to ask Dwyer to look at the rapier that he got.
Okay, more magic crap. Let's see what I can remember from this. But if I can get 22. Hey, now I'm getting the good rolls. So yeah.
Nice. Alrighty. Looking over the rapier, you realize that this rapier is definitely made out of some kind of different material. Thinking about it for a moment, you're pretty sure that it's some sort of obsidian. You've heard mention of people making weapons out of this type of material before. It seems that when such weapons are crafted, they give a considerable boost in power, but it's entirely dependent on some sort of special magical factor that you can't immediately recall.
Congratulations, Charming. You found an obsidian sword. It's pretty powerful, but I'm not sure how it works.
Charming is going to say, "Thank you, Dwyer.
So,
Do you have something I can stab?"
Great. He sort of mutters like, I can understand magic texts. I can understand magic swords, but when it comes to when it comes to trying to mix magic and machine, I'm completely clueless.
And nobody understands Charming.
Yep.
Charming is just going to walk into the library, find a book, and poke it.
Alright. You find a book, you stab the book. You get about the...
Does it feel like I'm doing more than I would if I was stabbing it with my sword?
No, it doesn't.
Alright. Stow the weapon and stick with my sword.
Oh well, the book that you stabbed wasn't any loss. It was some sort of trashy romance novel.
Yeah, some kind of romance novel between some girl and their vampire boyfriend or something like that.
So unless someone gets the identify ritual or spell in the near future, I think we've just got a magic weapon that no one's going to use.
Poke's domain of knowledge spells. Identify.
Well, I mean, if you have it, you could always use it. That's up to you.
Beta
I'm
is
not
of the
sure.
knowledge clerical domain, and one of the knowledge domain spells is identify.
Yeah. Does that use
Although I'm
any
kind of a
your-
little bit confused on how the domain spells with clerics work, so...
You immediately have them prepared, and they don't count against the number of spells that you can prepare.
Right.
Okay.
They do count towards your spell slots, like you still have to spend a spell slot,
Well, that was part of my issue.
but
Well,
it doesn't.
So
It
as to use a
doesn't-
ritual.
For some
Yeah.
reason, I was having trouble finding them in the spell listings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as Jan said,
But yeah,
As a
she has
ritual,
identify.
if you're casting it as a ritual, you can just cast it. I think it takes like 10 minutes, I want to say.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
10
I think
minutes.
rituals take an extra 10 minutes, so it would be 11 minutes.
So- Yeah, she could cast identify as a ritual.
Are you
doesn't
going
it have
to
a
offer
cost?
that in character?
Yeah.
Okay, so 11 minutes. Takes 1 minute to cast. Well,
Yeah.
if you're going to offer to do that in character, then Charmy is going to hand you the rapier and see what you can make of it.
The question would be, would Fadov have a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, because that is kind of an important thing, and that's not something you would just have in your components.
The rituals do require the components then?
Yeah,
no matter
even
what?
even using the rituals
Oh.
requires a component. It's just that it doesn't.
You can
use your
use an
spell slot.
arcane focus to take the place of a component as long as it does not have a component cost. So if this is
Right.
like, a frog's leg, then you could use an arcane focus in place of that. If it says like 2 copper coins or a diamond worth 5,000 gold, you need to have those because it has a cost associated with it.
Right.
Oh well, never mind.
Well,
Moving on.
it was a good idea while it lasted.
I can actually see him. Vadov actually look into her component pouch, blush a little bit, like, oh right, I don't have a pearl.
Yep. What can you do?
Right, so all that's left to explore is the room with the crystals and the other room that was adjacent to the guard room, which was what again?
That you already explored. That was the forge/workshop thing.
Wasn't there another area?
No, not adjacent to the guard room. That was
Oh,
the prison led into the guard room, and then from there it went south into the workshop, which then led west into the portal thing.
Well, into the thing of the
Yeah,
crystals.
into the crystal thing. Yeah, I just kind of gave away what it was, but I mean, anybody
So-
who's played Dungeon Keeper knows what it is.
So yeah, Dwar's like, great, more rocks. Just out of character, is my magic sense sort of tingling? It's just sort of like this sort of just on these things sort of look magic to me.
I would say that if you had a passive arcana, which legitimately I think that every skill can be passive, then you would probably be able to notice that there's definitely something magical in this area. These crystals definitely have something magical about them.
Ah, bugger. Well, let's go with another arcana check. Another 22.
Nice. It feels as though the crystals kind of act as a magical focus, if you will. They kind of focus a spell into the central hole. And that's about what you can get out of it beyond what I've already said.
Like, okay. These crystals are used as a focusing as a focus for some sort of spell. As for what the spell is, I'm not sure. Huh. You gotta reach a dead end here.
Well, let's just go see what they do.
Alright. Dwyer touches one of the crystals to see what happens.
Alright. You touch one of the crystals. Make a... I'll say it's a dexterity saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. You're possessed again.
Yeah. It's not a possession, but...
11.
11?
Yeah.
You feel some kind of magical force move through the crystal when you touch it. It then shoots out at you and kind of sends you flying about 5 feet back.
Okay!
Don't
Don't touch the crystals!
You don't take any damage or anything. You just kind of get knocked back.
He's like, ow.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I didn't take any damage, but I didn't get hurt, but freaking hell. Those things pack a punch. Almost as much as Charming's punches do, as a matter of fact.
Charming's punches deal damage.
I was say it's kind of like Charming slapping you on the back.
He's like, he's like, kind of like what happened. Yeah, he does use that now. He's like, kind of like what happens when Charming slaps me on the back. That's fun. Gives me a little bit of a jolt, but nothing too serious.
Well, the last time we had crystals, this worked, and Harvey's going to punch it.
Alright. You punch
Should
it.
I roll for anything?
No. Well, I mean, you punch it and get the same kind of effect as Dwyer would, so you'd have to make a dexterity saving throw
That's
to
okay.
avoid knockback.
It's a plus 6 and 18.
18? Alright.
Yep.
You punch it, and you feel some kind of a powerful force trying to push you back. It doesn't knock you back, but it definitely stops your punch.
Oh, I can hit it.
Okay, everyone back up. I'll blow these things to Kingdom Come, if you want me to.
Oh, you're
The
the magic
objective-
man. Magic or whatever.
I am asking for anyone like Jennifer to say, hey, maybe not blow up the magic crystals. Or is she all for Dwyer pretty much laying waste to this place?
But if you were to ask Jennifer, she would not be for destroying the magic crystals. She would say that maybe you should not damage the crystals. You never know what kind of spell they could be focusing.
You have a point. For all I know, these things could be could be a containment spell, and us getting forced back is just a safety precaution. But again, I'm not sure. Oh well. Let's double back and go into the graveyard because there's probably something in there. Because I am damned if I'm gonna try and figure out more of this world's magic BS.
Are we going to dig the graves? I hope not, because usually doesn't end well.
No, I mean, that's up to you guys. You could investigate the room further. I mean, you haven't done any kind of investigation in the room itself.
Well, we
Just-
have passive investigation.
Hmm?
We have passive investigation. So.
You know what? Might as well do an investigation check just because you brought that up. We didn't really investigate, so
Okay.
19.
19. Alright. After Jennifer tells you not to blow up the crystals, you begin kind of glancing around. You notice that there seems to be something odd about the wall to the south.
Hey, Harvey, the wall
Yep.
to the south. You think you can punch it?
Ah, sure. Okay, how is going to punch it? Is that an athletics?
Make an attack roll since you're technically
Okay.
attacking.
I worked on 7 versus AC,
You
but
rolled a
it's a
7.
wall.
I was gonna say it's a wall. It has an AC of 5 at most.
Okay.
So,
So let's say it hits and that's a 5 damage.
all right.
Bludgeoning.
You swing your fist at the wall.
Oh wait, I have an extra attack now.
You do. But
Well,
before you
that's
use
a critical.
or you can go ahead and use it. But I mean,
Yeah. No, it's a critical hit, so
all right.
you can do whatever you want with that.
Well, I mean, roll critical damage.
8.
8. Alright. Punching with both of your fists against the wall. You notice that the wall has a much different give to it than you would expect from a cave wall. In fact,
Okay.
your first punch kind of feels like it weakens the wall.
I have
This-
just something about this first punch. I just noticed it was a critical miss. I wrote a 1.
Ow. That sucks.
Yeah, but second one was a critical hit, so
Right? Well, in that case, your first punch, you kind of, I don't know how you crit miss a wall.
How
But
did
you-
you miss? It is literally a foot in front of you, Jordy.
The second punch, you notice that the wall has a much different give to it than you would expect from a standard cave wall. It almost feels as though it's not a cavern wall.
hey, this is hollow. Or something like that at least.
What did I say? Secret passage.
Okay, you were right. So I guess we look for some way to open it.
Yep. Investigation?
11.
Yeah.
Alright.
18 for the orc. Half orc.
18. Alright. Anybody else want to try for higher, or do you just want to go with 18?
Impulse die? Sure. Charming will try. 10!
10, yay. Alright. The three of you look
9.
around. 9. The four of you. The four of you spend a few moments looking around. Holt has absolutely no idea. Dwyer, as you're
Takes a quick
kind of
glance around and thinks to himself, I could probably break that down.
As you're kind of looking around the odd wall, you notice that there seems to be some kind of a switch on the wall. It's not particularly a switch per se, it's more like a button that goes up and down, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Dwyer's gonna push/flip the switch button thing.
Alright. You push the button switch thing up, and the entire wall rumbles as it rises up into the air. When it does, a grotesque and horrible sight stands in front of you. There is a massive structure built out of stone archways. In the center of said structure is a massive rotted heart.
You.
That is quite literally Dwyer's reaction. Like, they're just like,
Would everybody make Constitution saving throws to not
try.
be grossed out by this?
24.
18.
17, 20 with modifier.
$12.
And did Hane say
I say 13.
13? Okay, I missed yours. Sorry. All right. Holt feels sick to his stomach.
Well, we found his heart. And around here should be a ugh. Right. Let's. Is there any other sort of thing besides the heart?
Time to investigate again.
Ugh. This is nasty.
Trying to focus on anything but the heart and searching the room. 8.
Oh, 20 for the investigation from the orc. Man, I am on. Hey, when it comes to stuff that doesn't involve dodging, I'm doing well today. Or Magitech.
Right. So Harvey is too distracted by the foul-smelling, rotting heart to be able to find anything. Meanwhile, Dwyer kind of powers through the horrid smells. Dwyer notices that, in fact, sitting kind of inside of the heart, not like inside of it, but like sitting on top of the heart, seems to be some kind of metallic object.
And bingo was his name-o. Kinda wish I had something that could just fetch that thing for me, but oh well. Hey, Charming, I need a boost to get on top of this thing.
Very well. He leans down, grabs Dwyer's ankles, and lifts him up over his head.
Alright. So Dwyer is now on the heart.
And so, can I see more clearly the weird metal thing that's on the heart?
Yes, you can see the metal things on the heart.
Okay. I'm going to do an investigation roll to see exactly what the metal thing is.
Alright.
Oh, don't tell me my thing locked up on me now. Okay, 16.
Alright. Looking at the metal thing, it definitely doesn't appear to be a whole metal thing. seems to be sort of a quarter of a piece of it. It actually seems to be broken right along the edge in a perfect point. Almost as if connecting it to three other sections along that point would make a whole object.
Yeah, I think I have a good feeling about what this is, but I'm gonna do an Arcana check just to be doubly sure. So go Arcana check.
Alrighty.
9. Bugger.
You think you know what it is, but you're not 100% sure.
Oh well, grabbing it. Yoink.
When you grab hold of it, something strange begins to happen.
Oh crap.
The heart beneath you suddenly comes alive and begins to beat. Slowly at first, but quicker.
Oh crap. Guys, you may want to get ready. I think something's happening.
Okay.
Charming
Harvey.
already has his shield and sword out.
Yeah, and Harvey progressed to whatever is happening. Just, I guess he progressed to dodge.
You hear...
Fate of ready sacred flame.
Alright. You hear a deep, booming voice speak out that kind of echoes throughout the entire dungeon. Who disturbs my dungeon?
Dwyer actually says, I'm sorry for waking you up, Mr. Nemesis, sir. My name is Dwyer Bonecrusher. I'm, here for this, this amulet piece, and we really didn't mean to be here all that long, so we'll just take this and we'll be on our way. Persuasion check. To see if that. Oh, 21 of the persuasion. Oh, please, can I fully try to get my way out of it, talk my way out of this?
The deep, booming voice speaks out. You say Nemesis, but I am not. Nemesis has been sent to the ether. I am worse. I am the greatest of the Underlords.
Then may I know your name? I'm sorry, I'm not from around here. I don't know exactly how to sort of say the equivalent of your highness, your lordship.
Your greatness.
Yeah, your greatness. Thank you, Charming. Your greatness.
Your greatness. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I said a name last week that I can't recall. That was for the keeper with that was once a lord. I'm thinking I named him Darius, but I can't remember. But I'm going to say that his name is Darius, and thus the booming voice speaks out and says, I am Keeper Darius, Underlord Master.
Wait, Dwyer's like, wait, Darius, as in the Darius, the guy that was once a hero, then got turned into an overlord? Underlord, sorry.
Underlord. The booming voice responds with, once I was an overlord, one of many lords of the land. But they failed me. They allowed my capture and allowed me to be trapped here forever, working for these underlords. Now, I am the underlord, and any who stands in my way shall perish. And as soon as he says those words, Harvey, make a dexterity saving throw as a massive bolt of lightning comes down from the ceiling straight at you.
I had the dodge ready, so did that add anything to this?
I don't know that dodge adds anything to saving throws.
I think
It might.
it was
I'm
dexterity
looking it
saving
up.
throws to get a bonus on.
Yeah, you have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
There you go.
Oh,
And
that's
yeah.
useful.
That honestly would make sense, actually. I was just wondering that. I was like, maybe... Seems like you should do something for that. Yeah. There you go.
Advantage and plus 6, so... Oh, I failed typing this correctly and it errored. Hold on. Something... First is 18 and second is 22. Okay.
Nice. And you will take half damage from the lightning, which is 8 lightning damage.
Is that the half?
Yeah, that's after it's halved.
Okay, good.
It was 16 before.
Oh, that hurt.
Dwyer actually, after seeing Harvey get hit, he's like, sorry, Darius the Great. We mean not to stand in your way of, in your way. In fact, we are here looking for you specifically. The Guardian of the Universe wishes to meet you and bask in your greatness. If you may permit her and her lonely guardsman.
There's a silence for a moment, and then Darius speaks up and says, I suppose I can allow the Guardian of the Universe to bask in my great glory.
Dwyer's like, you are too kind. You are clearly the greatest of all the underlords to allow us to meet with your magnificence.
You notice as the heart structure, the heart and the archways, begin to glow, and after a moment they disappear and form into the shape of a person. He's a very tall person, 12 feet tall, wielding a massive great sword. He's completely dressed in a full suit of plate mail armor, and he looks down at the party and says, "Where is this guardian?"
Dwyer motions to Jennifer. Is like, Jennifer? Darius, meet Jennifer, the Guardian of the Universe. Maybe you two want to talk. Sit down. Maybe have some snacks, or I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works, but whatever suits the magnificent Darius will be fine by us. Dwyer is quite literally in groveling mode because he doesn't because well this guy he's considering what he nearly did to Harvey. Harvey's dexterity saving himself there. He knows not to piss this guy off.
All right. Jennifer steps up to Darius. The two have a conversation with each other about what's going on, why she needs to see him, and so on and so forth. After the conversation, you see Darius look towards your party, and then down to Jennifer, and he says, "You seek the guardian of this world, but I tell you now, this world's guardian no longer exists. Leave now, or the hand of evil will strike you all down."
Well, nothing we can do in the face of non-existence. So yeah, we'll just be leaving right now. Come on, guys, let's go.
Following closer. Not wanting any more lightning bolts.
Alright.
Oh crap! There's one thing I realized. Dwyer still has that piece of the Horned Reaper's amulet with him.
That he does. And as Dwyer attempts to run off with it, Darius speaks up and says, "Leave the talisman."
Oh right, I completely forgot. Dwyer actually shuffles over to him. It's like, for you, your magnificentness, in case you need it.
Darius snatches the talisman from Dwyer's hands, and then you watch as he conjoins the piece of the talisman with the other three pieces. The talisman now forms into the shape of the Horned Reaper's face. And as he holds it up, there's several bolts of lightning that strike the talisman. And you hear a dark laughter echoing through the dungeon. You hear, "Keeper!" Crap. What was the, oh, sorry. "You have my allegiance, Keeper, but don't abuse it."
Well, congratulations. Well, congratulations. Well, like I said, we have nothing to be here, so we'll be moseying along. So yeah, effectively, Dwyer just doing this. Oh well.
Alright. So, the entire party making their way away.
Oh, impulse die. Because I don't like the bad guy having an amulet.
Yeah, Charming isn't very happy with that either.
I rolled
Or
a 10,
the fact
so...
that we came all the way down here for nothing.
Yeah, so I rolled a 10. You're gonna hate. Hulk's going to kind of turn back. So, what are you gonna do with that amulet, by chance?
Darius speaks up and says, "I shall conquer the lords of the land, and their overworld shall belong to the denizens of the underworld."
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
Well, but
Total war over the entire planet? You're asking if it's a good thing or a bad thing?
So,
Oh.
yeah, Hulk's going to immediately take out his bow and shoot at this point. No, there's no hesitation either.
Alright.
Charming's going to rush up to him.
Alright.
And since these
17
guys are doing that, are
and
we start
20.
following along?
17 and 20.
17 and 20. 1 second. Here.
Oh, I didn't do anything. Oh well, that's fine. I'll worry about that next attack.
It's a pity
Well-
we don't have any paladins here.
Feydev will also let loose her readied sacred flame,
Alright.
enhancing others' attack. See, it'll be a total of 7 radiant damage if he fails his dexterity saving throw. And his number to
17.
beat is a 14.
Yeah, he beats then. 17.
Dang it. Dang it.
So, it was for Halt 17 and 20.
Yes.
The 17 will not, the 20 will.
Okay, no sharpshooter then. Nah, there's no way I can hit with that then,
Alright.
which is good.
Would you have advantage if this is a surprise round?
Good point. Would it be an advantage?
Yeah, I suppose since you guys are just attacking him suddenly, I suppose you would have advantage.
Okay, I'll roll that, and I'm actually going to try it with the second attack. Okay. Nope, I rolled a 5. Oh, wait a minute. Advantage.
Yeah, advantage.
It's 14, yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I can... 13 from 20. That's not... I might be able to do it. I'm just thinking about my, percentage of hitting with sharpshooter.
It's pretty low.
Yeah, it's
If
pretty
you've got
low.
like a +3 and he's got 18 AC or higher, then you have to roll a 15 on one of the dice.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
anyway, I rolled it. I had 3 damage, 3 piercing.
3 3 damage. Alrighty. So Sacred Flame missed. What was Charming?
Charming ran up, but if we have a surprise round, then he's going to attack.
Yeah. That's what I assumed.
Alright. So, that will be a 20 to hit,
Yep.
and I will throw in a trip attack. So that's a 14 slashing damage,
Alright.
and then it's one of those, and then for my extra attack, that'll be a 24 to hit.
Alright.
And why the hell not, I'll throw in a goading attack. Another 14 damage.
14 damage. Alrighty.
And he has...
Disadvantage against everybody except for...
Except for me. Yeah. Alright, I think that's good enough. I'm done.
Alright. And Harvey or...
Harvey doesn't have anything ready. He's just
He
following
is
along
prone,
with...
by the way.
Sorry?
He is prone.
He
Like
is prone.
He's prone?
Always.
Alright.
the boss. He knocked him.
Okay.
Yeah. He used a ping attack. Alright. So he is prone.
Oh wait,
as well.
sorry. That would be completely forgot about that. Make a strength save and a wisdom save.
Strength save.
It might be neither.
save. Well, the wisdom save was a -1.
I think that
And-
does beat the DC 15.
The strength save is a 17, I want to say. It is, yeah, 17.
Okay, that'll beat it. So he's goaded, but he's not tripped.
Goaded but not tripped. Alright. Alrighty. Did Dwyer do anything, or was he just too busy running away?
Let's see. Dwyer would have been. Let's see. Dwyer went up there. He probably would have been about halfway. He saw everyone attack, but he's not going to attack. He's like, in fact, he's gonna be like, hello, what are you guys doing? We could have gotten out of here scot-free.
Hulk's
Hulk
actually gonna
started it.
stare. Hulk's gonna stare at you and start a war. Fuck you. No.
I'm sorry, but we have seen the next generation. We have seen two of the next generation of these overlords. If you ask me, the only one of those three worth saving is Felix. So, to be honest, they betrayed him to leave him down here.
It's not about that. Hulk's next gonna mention. It's about the people. What you think? What happened to the people outside? You don't let them all die?
You know what? What if I would, Halt? What if I would?
Charming is going to look over his shoulder. If you would, then flee, coward!
You all are making a mistake.
Veda will sigh and say, Dwyer, unless you want him chasing after us because Hulk fired an arrow at him.
Dwyer's gonna be like, Dove, look.
The easiest way for us to deal with him would be for us to take him out and send him to the ether.
And into the ether.
Dwyer sighs. He's like, I'm sorry, but from my point of view, he's in the right, not the overlords.
It is unfair. It is unfair that they left him down here. But right now, I'm worried about getting out of here alive. And if he is angry at one of our members of the party for attacking him, I'm going to stay with them and fight with them.
Well.
Yeah, at that point, Dwyer just falls silent.
Welp. While you guys are doing all of that, Jennifer casts a magic missile, and it barely does anything. So, that said, unless Dwyer actually does something, that will begin the first actual round of combat. To that, Darius will look out towards Dwyer. He will hold his hand out and say, You are loyal to my cause. Join me.
Darius, let me ask you one thing. He's like, if there are people, like, are you mainly after just the overlords who betrayed you, or the entire world? Because because if you're just out for revenge against them, I can understand that. I can understand wanting to see the people who betrayed you and their less than reputable kin be slaughtered and destroyed. But there are some good people still out there, Darius. I beg you, please, don't let something that generation could make up for not come to pass. I can follow you for up to a point. Like, but yeah, Dwar's like, that is Dwar's stance on this. He thinks Darius isn't the right, and he should take revenge on the people who betrayed him, but not anyone else. That is his stance, and for us attacking him like this is completely in the wrong.
Well, as Fada stated, she's going to stand by her companions.
Yeah.
He's like, look.
And since
anyway, he's like, Darius. I get it's like, if you like, look, if you let my companions go and forgive them of trying to attack you, you can do whatever you want to me. Don't care. Just as long as they can continue their mission of finding the Otherworld Guardians.
You do realize this is all just politics.
Yeah, I know.
Darius will, Darius will speak up to, Dwyer. He will say, "My revenge is only towards the overlords. Once they have fallen, I will simply take their place as the ruler of the overworld. Of course, if some innocents have to be hurt because they will not bow to their new leader, then that is simply fate."
As I said, just politics.
Yep.
I see.
He stated quite clearly that he doesn't care if innocent people die. That's the definition of evil.
Dwyer sighs he's like, sorry, Darius. I may believe in your cause to a point, but there are some things. Even an idiot like me can't let you do. I can agree with you wanting to take out some of the overlords and try to have, but trying to surpass them and killing innocents. Sorry, I'll stand with my friends on this one. But my offer still stands. You let them go, you can have me.
If you will stand by them, then you will die with them. With those words, Darius does have the highest initiative here, which is why he's been kind of talking. I am going to have somebody do something very interesting. Charming. I will need of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, not me.
3.
3.
Yes!
Oh dear. Oh dear.
3.
This is not gonna be good. Not good at all.
Darius points his finger at Charming, and he mutters an evil incantation. There's a poof! And suddenly, Charming is a chicken.
Fada will face palm.
That's pretty evil.
That said, he is then going to turn to Dwyer and unleash a... Never mind. Oh, wait, never mind. He's going to point his finger at Dwyer and say, because you did not follow, feel the pain of the hand of evil. Dexterity saving throw from a large lightning bolt.
Again?
6. I'm taking full damage.
You're taking full
Uh-oh.
46 lightning damage.
I think that's pretty bad for Dwyer.
Not if I roll as low as I did. 10!
Rude!
Yeah, Dwyer. Dwyer's like, your trap in the trap in the castle did more damage than that.
Yeah. So that's what he's going to do. One final thing that he will do, however, and that is... he is going to make... Harvey is going to have to make a charisma saving throw.
Is this magical?
Yes, magical.
Oh, good. I get advantage. That's a 17.
17. Alrighty. I do believe that you saved from that. Give me 1 second to look this up, but I'm pretty sure that you just saved with a 17. Because 17 is high. There we go. Okay, yep. Yep, you saved.
Right.
Alright. So that is Darius. Charming, you are a chicken.
Damn straight, and I'm pecking his ass.
Peck, peck, peck.
What do you want me to roll for that?
Roll your standard attack roll, but it would
Okay.
only do 1d4 damage.
That's a pretty strong chicken.
That is a pretty strong chicken.
Well, this is charming. It's a 19 to hit,
Oh my
Yep.
god.
3 damage,
3 damage.
and extra attack. Oh, yeah. Because I hit, I'm going to add in a trip attack. So another 3 damage. Make a strength save.
11?
That will not beat the DC 15.
Oh my god.
So, he's prone.
Okay, maybe they don't. Maybe.
Extra attack, and because he's prone, I now have advantage. That's a 24 to hit.
Alright.
I will add in a goading attack. Nice. That will be 8 damage, and he has disadvantage to attack anyone but me.
Alrighty.
Oh my gosh.
That
That's
chicken.
amazing
Like,
chicken.
maybe I don't need to turn him back just yet.
You see,
Sorry, but the Underlord Darius himself just got knocked on his ass by a chicken.
By a chicken.
yes, he did.
That's
Yep.
one charming chicken.
Charming takes his job seriously. Whether he's 12 foot tall or a chicken, he's gonna do his job.
Hey,
So
can't
Veda's
Dwyer make the
like-
chicken bigger?
Veda's like, I don't think I need to turn him back just yet.
Actually, it would help.
Yeah.
I would have dealt an extra 12 damage, probably more. So, yeah.
Let's do a sight. See.
But
Almighty.
that's it
Oh,
for
shit,
Charming
I
the
got nothing
Chicken.
but chicken.
Well, she does need to touch him in order to turn him back first, so.
Alright. So, what Jennifer is going to do is... What kind of power can she give a chicken, is the question.
Well, any sort of blessing. I mean, as soon as I turn back to charming, I'll probably still have it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what would be a good blessing for this guy. She will grant unto Charming a blessing of might, which gives you an extra +1 to attack rolls.
Alrighty.
Well, not attack rolls, but anything that you would use your strength for, so, which is your attack roll. But
Strength, damage, that sort of thing?
Strength, damage, attack roll. Basically, if you use your strength modifier for it, you gain a +1 to it.
So like a temporary +2 to strength.
Right, pretty much.
Okay.
Actually, that was how I was going to originally describe it, but I thought that was too complicated. It actually would have been simpler. Yeah. I guess... Well, he's prone, so unless she goes up and attacks him, she has disadvantage. She is going to... Oh my, I did not know that Firebolt was increased in power at level 5. Because Jennifer is level 5. Yeah, she's going to go ahead and ready her Firebolt for when he gets up. Dwyer.
Okay. I'm actually going to use 2 of my sorcery points to make this next spell a quicken spell, so it counts as a bonus action. And I'm going to use one of my level 1 spell slots for no, I'm not gonna no, I'm just sorry, trying to think of what to do, because yeah, I'm gonna have disadvantage on this also, so if I try anything except, well, oh wait, no, I do have stuff. Bugger it. I know what I want to do, because, let's see. Actually, no, I'm not going to use the quicken spell yet. I'm actually going to ready my enlarge spell for when Charming gets, turned back from being a chicken, so that, I can enlarge Charming, because it is a magical effect, and if I enlarge Charming the chicken, then it would also deactivate the enlarge spell. So as soon as Fade Out sort of cures him of being a chicken, it's going to be max Charming time. So yeah.
Actually,
No giant.
Actually, Dispel Magic only removes one magic effect.
Can you choose which one?
Yeah, you can choose which one.
Okay, then I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but okay, Magic, make that chicken grow. So yeah, giant chicken. Yay.
Yep. That's why Jennifer went ahead and put something on Charming, because that's technically a magic effect too. So.
Yeah. So
it
yeah,
disappeared. But
it's a big old chicken.
Charming the chicken becomes Charming the Chocobo. Alright, so... Giant Charming. Giant Chicken.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, because I'm gonna wait until he stands up before I get the big stuff going, because otherwise people are gonna get caught in the crossfire.
Alrighty. In that case, Fade Of.
So, because Dispel Magic... Oh wait, no, it has a range of 120 feet. Thought I had to touch him. Oh, okay. Well, she will cast Dispel Magic on Charming to get rid of the polymorph on him.
Alrighty. Let's see.
If it is a spell of fourth level or higher, I have to make a check.
Yeah,
So,
if it's 4th level or higher, you have to make a check. In that case, you would need to make a check because it is actually a 4th level spell.
so I have to beat a 14.
Yep.
What? Let's roll it on the table. Whoa! I'm definitely beating it at 17.
Nice. Alright.
And it would get a
Dispelled.
+3 because it's an ability check using my spellcasting ability, so it would be a 20.
Alrighty.
So, yeah. Giant Charming is
Giant
now on the
Charming.
field.
Yep.
And that'll be it.
Alright. Harvey.
And doesn't Charming throw anyways, by the way? Since the red detection. Oh, right, never mind.
The chicken grows and transforms into a 13-foot tall Charming.
Yeah.
Also, Darius is prone, so you want to run up to him and throw everything you've got while you have advantage.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm thinking of that too. So, Harvey does run
But
up to him.
they just couldn't exactly turn you back to normal and attack in the same turn. At least not yet.
I was talking to Harvey because he
I know,
uses
but-
melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how the fire punch works with the multiple attacks. I think it's just one attack. Yeah, okay. So I'm not going to bother with that. Instead of I'm going to use G point to do what was it? Flurry of blows. That's total of 4 attacks this round.
Alright.
Let's see, and they all have advantage.
Yep.
First
Sounds
one.
about right.
22 versus AC.
22, that's a hit.
7 damage, bludgeoning.
Oopsie.
It's a 25, so 8 damage. 19, 6 damage. And 23, 7 damage.
We've got
Nicely
8,
done.
6, and what else?
6, 7, 7, 8.
6, 7, 7. Whoops. 8, 6, 7, 7. 8, 6, 7, and 7. Alright.
Yeah. 8, 6, 7, 7.
Alright.
Well.
So 28 damage altogether.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to stun him?
Well, I was thinking of that, but then he wouldn't get up, and people have ready actions for that.
Yeah. It's up to you. I mean,
I'm going to leave it until next round.
alright.
Alright.
And that's it.
Halt.
Alright, well, he's done. He's on his hands and knees, so I can't be attacking. So, so I'm actually going to ready my my attacks for when he gets up.
Alright.
I'm just going to go ahead and do this while I'm thinking about it. I'll let her roll a vision check, but I will say what it's for when my turn hits. That's 12. Alright, cool. Once my turn hits, it'll be, I'll say what it's for. That'll be it for me. I'm just going to raid my action and wait.
Alright. Ready in action and wait. Alright. Darius is up. And he will in fact stand to his feet as
Alright.
first stated.
Alright, so that will activate mine. I can't cast a spell while waiting, can I?
Hmm?
I can't use my spell while I'm waiting, right?
It's
I
an
want to
action.
defer a ready action. Dang.
You can ready a spell, but if you already readied something else,
Well,
then you
it's
can't.
with the slide arrow, I'll use it with my attack.
Oh, yeah, the light arrow is basically a spell you cast, so you could ready the light arrow attack, yeah. With the silver arrow.
Alright.
So.
Let's do that. 3 plus 2 plus 2. Alright. Now, is it a fiend or demon?
Fiend or demonic, it is not. It is humanoid.
Okay, so. Ooh, 21. Now, while I am attacking it, Hulk's going to pray to his god, Odin, while he's doing it. So, this was a level 2, so this could be interesting. 8 plus... No, it's hold on. There. You gotta give me a second. It's 2d8 plus 1d8 for my normal attack, I think. Plus an extra 1d8 because it's level 2. So what did I mess up? Oh, there we go. 16 radiant damage.
16 radiant damage. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Firebolt fires off, deals some damage. Yeah. And nobody else had readied actions for when he stood up. Then Darius.
Didn't Jennifer have something?
Yeah, that's the firebolt.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, that was the firebolt I just mentioned. In that case, then, it is Darius's turn. Let's see. He's going to snarl first off, and then he's going to hold the talisman above his head. He mutters a dark incantation, and directly next to whoever is the furthest in the back, a massive fire erupts behind you, and a large red demonic beast appears with a large scythe and 2 large horns.
And that's Dwyer, so... Brack!
Well then, Dwyer, yeah, there's Horny. The Horned Reaper is standing right in front of you, or right behind you, rather. Let me get a Horned Reaper token out that I can keep track of its initiative. I'll just use that for now. And it has one heck of an initiative. Yeah. Alright. It's actually not as great as I thought it was. Oh well. Alright, so he does that. And then he will follow that up by taking his massive greatsword and swinging it straight at Charming's face. And well, that happened.
What happened?
16 is probably not going to hit.
Nope.
Yep. Yeah, he can't do anything else because he used the talisman, so that's fine. So, Charming.
Alrighty then. Charming is going to swing. This is main attack. That will be a Only a 17 to hit. I think that'll miss.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Alright, so extra attack. That'll be an 18 to hit.
And that's also a miss.
Alright. Have to use it. Action Surge. Gives me another action. I will attack. That's only a 2, so that'll miss. And then extra attack. That's a crit miss. Wow. I completely botched that.
That sucks.
Oh well, it happens. I am done.
Alright. That's counting your bonus from Jennifer for everything, too?
Yeah, I got a 9 and a 10 on the die, and so maximum on that one would be 18 or 19 to hit. Well, an 18 to hit. Apparently he has a 19 AC. Or
Yeah.
20. And then I rolled a 1 and a 2, so that wasn't going to do anything.
Yeah. Alright, I was making sure that the 18 and stuff was factoring the extra from Jennifer. Alright. Jennifer. Jennifer is going to launch off another firebolt. And she's going to completely fail. Yay! And yeah, she'll just keep up the blessing of might thing. The wire. The Horned Reaper is standing directly behind you.
You know what? Doesn't matter. Spending 2. Now I'm spending 2 sorcery points to make this next spell a quicken spell, so it counts as a bonus action, not a regular action. So fireball, right to essentially fireball. So in a way that it only catches Darius and not anyone else. So it's a 20-foot sphere. So explosion's
Right.
about.
Because you are attacking from a ranged that provokes opportunity from the Horned Reaper.
I don't think it does.
No,
No, it's not. He has to make a save against it.
But yeah, but I thought because it's a.
It doesn't provoke
ranged
anymore. I think
attack.
it just gives you disadvantage or penalty if you make a ranged attack with a hostile creature adjacent to you. But he's not making a ranged attack. He's just pointing at an area, and then Darius has to make a saving throw.
Okay. It is completely different, actually.
That's a dex saving throw, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't realize they had changed that because I've been doing that for a while. And
Page 195, ranged attacks in close combat. Aiming a ranged attack is more difficult when a foe is next to you. When you make a ranged attack with a weapon, spell, or some other means, you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you and who isn't incapacitated. But this is not a ranged attack.
okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, they changed that. Alright. Then I will keep that in mind for other times. Alright, yeah, that's fine. It is not a ranged attack. And 24. I kind of crit my dex saving throw.
Okay, you only take the half damage from the fireball, which is harder. Oh, he takes 15 fire damage.
That it's the half version.
Yeah, that's the half version.
Alrighty.
And he still has that he still has the amulet up in the air, doesn't he?
Well, no, he held it up, he used it, and then he put it away, and then used his greatsword to attack.
But it's essentially still on his person, right?
I mean, he's got it in his pack at the moment. He put it away.
Oh well. I'm just wondering if I use a shatter spell, whether because
You
it's
can't.
him, whether what?
You can only cast 2 spells in one turn if one of them is a cantrip.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, keep forgetting that. Sorry.
That's
Oh well.
fine.
Oh well. Since I got that out of the, since I got that little out of the way. Oh well, might as well take care of the big horny guy that's right behind me. So yeah, this is gonna sound really stupid, but shocking grasp right to the Horned Reaper.
All right.
19 versus AC to him.
19 versus AC. That would hit.
Okay, I know it's 2D. I know it's 2D something, but I don't remember the exact Yeah, 2d8 damage.
Sounds about right.
Horned Reaper takes 13 points of lightning damage.
The Horned Reaper chuckles at you.
Pretty sure it's immune to lightning damage.
It may be immune to everything, but hey, I can't say that I didn't go down swinging. I'm done.
Fade of. Muted?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my brother's attention for something my grandma needs. But yeah. So it's my turn.
Yep.
Well, let's try another Sacred Flame.
Alright. Dex saving throw. 15.
That just barely saves. Dang it.
Alright.
So that'll be it.
Alright. Horned Reaper. This should be fun. So, Dwyer, before you stands the mighty Horned Reaper. Where is... Alright. I am legitimately surprised at that. The mighty Horned Reaper is going to swing with his scythe. Yeah, 19 versus AC.
And even with my shield spell, I am going to be hit. So, yeah. Let's see if this drops me, because I only have 14 HP. Because I only have 15 HP left.
Well, it won't drop you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Orcum resilience, because even if I take something that would drop me to 0, I come back at 1. But yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Well, I mean, you said you had 15, so it wouldn't drop you either way, because you only did 10. However, you will need to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Oh bugger! And plus, I need to make the Constitution saving throw in order to keep it being large on charming.
Yep, that
Okay.
too.
Strength saving throw. Rolls is being laggy.
This is why I use dice.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have dice of my own, so.
Yeah.
Okay, just reload the page. 13 versus for the saving throw.
13, that just barely fails.
So yeah, I'm knocked to my rear, and well, here's the saving throw to keep charming. Well, maxed 10.
10.
That would actually make it. It's a DC 10 or half the damage that you took, whichever is higher. Half the damage that you took is 5, so DC 10. You made it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So yeah, he is still enlarged. Yeah. The Horned Reaper is just gonna kind of stomp on you a little bit. And Harvey.
Well, going to do 4 attacks again, but this time I'm taking another G point to do a stunning strike.
Alright.
So, let's see, attacking first. First one, 25 versus AC.
Yep.
That would hit 4 damage, or the 1 on damage.
Roll the 1 on damage.
But that's a hit. You want to force him to make a save?
Ah, right, yeah. Roll Constitution saving throw. Let's see what my DC is.
17.
13, yeah, that saves. Oh well.
But you can do it again. I think it's any melee attack.
Really? Let's see. Ah, when you hit another creature, yeah, with a melee weapon attack.
Yep.
Do I use
You
another
burned
G
a
point
key
then?
point? Yeah, you spent a key point, but you can still try again.
Do I spend another key point?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I spent it after a hit. Well, second one hits as well. It's a 19 and 5 damage. And roll again.
5 damage. So it's been 1 and 5. I'm just keeping track here. Even higher. 19.
Well, third attack. That's a 9, that misses. And 18, that misses.
Alright. So just 6 total damage.
First one was 4 and second was 5.
First one was
Damage.
4 and the second one was 5?
Yeah, it's 1 plus 3, so 4.
Okay. Yeah, I just remembered you saying it was 1, so that's what I wrote down.
I rolled a 1, so plus 3, so it's 4.
Alright.
But anyway, it's 9 total.
9 total. Alright.
And that's it.
And halt. And how long does the goading thing last? Is that till Charming's next
for one
turn?
round.
1 round.
And
Oh,
Charming already had his turn, so he would not be goaded anymore.
he would not be goaded anymore. Alright. I can't remember if you used goading on him this round or not. So, alright. Halt. That's right, you didn't even hit him.
Alright, I hadn't done this in a while. As my bonus action, I'm going to put a hunter's mark on the big guy over there.
On Darius, I assume?
Yep.
Alright.
So now he's now my quarry.
Alright.
I'm going to shoot another light arrow at him with my first attack. It's going to be interesting because. Oh no! Wait a minute. Let me double check. Oh, it was a 19. God damn it! I hate my extra +2.
19 still hits, I mean.
It's a 26, but yeah, hold on. I gotta get the shoot, hold on. I'll be right back. I had to get this phone call.
Okie dokie dokie.
I think he almost crit, which
Uh,
I think with Hunter's Quarry it's another 1d6 damage, and with I think he's using a light arrow. That would have been a pile of dice.
right? That would have been insane.
Speaking of crits, I can't remember when the last time I crit was. Like, I crit a check earlier, but critting for attacks, it just hasn't happened for Charming in a long time.
Yeah?
Yeah, the only crit for me so far is hitting the wall.
Yep.
By the way, if anyone has any attack spells that are more powerful than Sacred Flame, you might want to bring those out.
Well, she does have the inflicts wounds
You might want to bring
and
those
spiritual
out.
weapon.
You might want to bring those out.
Oh, sorry
because
about that.
Sacred Flame is not going to help anymore.
Alright. Sorry about that. Let me do my rolls then. My stuff, because I have a lot of stuff I gotta roll.
Alright.
Right?
It was my dad asking, calling me about dinner, so.
Hmm.
Steve A. Was D8 plus 1d6. I did a maximum of 22 damage on my first hit,
Nice.
and I'm going to go ahead and roll for my second. Let's dual attack.
Alright.
A 21.
That'll hit.
Alright, this was not a light arrow. So, and wow, 14 on top of that.
Nice.
36 damage for this round.
Very nice. Alrighty.
Alright, how's he looking so far? Is he still looking healthy, or did that really chunk him?
He's looking alright, but he's definitely taking a beating.
Alright, that will be it for me.
Alright. Darius. As far apart as the party is, I don't know how far apart the front person is from the back person.
I just want to know the difference between the Horned Reaper and Darius.
That would depend on
it's
how far
20
away
feet-
Dwyer moved.
If they're 20 feet or less apart, I'm golden with my spiritual weapon.
Let's see. I think. Let's see.
Well, how big was the room?
Yeah.
The room itself, Darius would have been in the middle. The room itself is about 50 feet by 50 feet.
So let's see. Given the fact that Dwyer went up east, and as he was going back, he hold fire the arrow. So he'd be about halfway. He'd probably be about halfway between there. So about. But yeah, they were about 20 feet away from each other because the Horned Reaper is right behind Dwyer.
Sweet.
Yep. Sounds about right. Alright, so Darius. Well, he doesn't need to use the Horned Reaper talisman this turn, so he's good on that. What is he going to do? The answer is he is going to yeah. How do I... How does... Oh my. Okay, that's not quite as helpful as I thought. Okay. He points to the ceiling, and the room above the party shakes and rocks fall. Everybody, dexterity saving throws.
Alright,
15.
15,
have advantage on that.
19,
Well,
21 with modifier.
21, 11 I heard?
12 here.
12.
16 for Dwyer, despite being, knocked on his rear.
17 and 12. 17 is the... Yeah, well,
Yeah.
17, but yeah.
Alright. Anybody who rolled 12 or lower, which I believe there's only one person that rolled 12.
Aw.
Aw.
You get hit by a rock.
Oh.
Apparently, a teeny tiny rock. You take a whopping 1 bludgeoning damage.
What was that?
Seriously, that's about my thoughts on that.
Weak!
Suits me fine.
Like, oh, was that a pebble?
Right?
That wouldn't even hurt Charming's hair.
Alright, so he's going to do that. Oh, what will he do?
He's got a 13-foot Charming standing in front of him.
Yeah. But he also just took 30-some damage from Halt. Halt. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Well, still next to this one. Nope, there's a 0. Oh, it's interesting.
Alrighty.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Alrighty. He mutters an incantation. However, you feel yourself able to just barely resist the spell. He was trying to turn you into a chicken.
Like, hey, that's not nice. You know how last time you turned someone into a chicken? You got knocked on your ass.
And Theta would not have been like someone else being turned into a chicken, especially not if it happened the third time, because she only has one more level 3 spell slot.
Yep. So he's going to go after the massive Charming. 18 versus AC?
Nope.
Didn't think so. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, nothing. Max.
Alright. I am going to swing. Main attack. Ah, crap. Extra attack. There we go. That's 24 to hit.
Nice.
It's about time. Now let's see what I can do for damage. Got the extra D4 from enlarge. That's not great. 12 slashing damage.
12. Alrighty.
Yep. And I'm spent on everything, so I'm done.
Alrighty. Jennifer's gonna try a firebolt and nails it. 5 fire damage.
Okay, I'm back.
It's a firebolt, and she will keep her blessing of might. Dwyer. Muted? Or is he on bear back mode?
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
I was saying, muted? Or bear back mode?
I was actually talking when you said that. But yeah, another fireball at Darius, making sure that no one else gets caught in it.
Alright.
So yeah, make the dexterity saving throw.
Next save. 24.
He's gonna take half again. Let's see. 14 after the half. So yeah. Then as a bonus action, I am going to convert one of my level 1 spell slots into sorcery points. And I am actually not going to get. And I am going to get up right in front of the Horned Reaper, because.
Alright.
And that's pretty much it. Just Dwyer is pretty much staring down the Horned Reaper like, bring it.
Alright. Fate of.
Alright. My reason for being really happy about the spiritual weapon is it's all bonus action. So,
Nice.
as a second level spell, as that is the minimum for it, she will cast spiritual weapon right near Darius. So, see if this will hit him, because it is when I cast the spell.
Yep. It's a range of 60 feet, and you can cast the spell pretty much right on him.
How does a nat 20 sound?
Yep.
Um,
So 2d8 plus your spell
Yep.
casting modifier. Because crit.
well, that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 force damage.
10 force damage. He's feeling it. I'll
Then,
say
as a
that much.
bonus action, it will move,
That was a bonus action.
and then another bonus action, cause and then it will move.
Don't
however
you only
many-
have one bonus action around?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you have an action, but you only have one bonus action. You could use your action as a bonus action.
Also, why would you need to move it? Just attack Darius again.
Yeah.
If indeed you could do that, but again, I'm not sure if you can use your action as a bonus action.
I assume you'd be able to.
I would too, but then again, we're sort of thinking 4th edition rules where you could downgrade stuff. I don't think I've actually seen that, but I'll take a look.
Yeah, I'm looking myself.
Confusion. She will then go to the. Then she'll go to and stand behind Dwyer and cast Cure Wounds on him as a first level spell.
You already cast a 2nd level spell. You can't cast 2 spells unless one's a cantrip.
Yeah, that's a thing too.
Ah, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it.
Yeah, page 189. You can take only one bonus action on your turn.
Yeah. So even if you
Okay.
have multiple, you can still only use one.
Okay.
So yeah, you can't downgrade an action to a bonus action, unfortunately.
Okay.
But honestly, I mean, this is going to be up to Emily, but you would think you could, you know?
You would, yeah.
So it's your call if you want to house rule it.
Yeah. I would say that you could,
Just
if you
thinking
wanted
about
to,
what I'm gonna do now.
but as the rules do state, you can only use one bonus action per round. So I'm not sure what doing the downgrading thing would really benefit you at all. On the other hand,
It would allow her to attack again with a spiritual weapon.
yeah, well,
And
that's
that's-
actually what I was getting to. On the other hand, what you could do, and I would go ahead and house rule this in, is that you could use your action to make it attack as well. So yeah, you could make your spiritual weapon attack twice.
Okay.
I will go. We'll go with that.
Well,
Might as
she'll
well.
go and move and assist Dwyer with the Horned Reaper, smacking him with her mace.
All right.
My dice are loving me right now. I say as I roll another nat 20.
Nice.
So, old 1 damage dice, because I wasn't expecting another nat 20 in a row. So, it'll be 5, 9, 13, 14, 15. 15 bludgeoning damage.
All right. You swing your mace, smack it in the face. And the Horned Reaper turns to you and chuckles.
It might be immune to all damage. We might want to start focusing the boss.
Might be non-magical damage.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
focus efforts on the boss, and try to keep the concentration up for Dwyer. That's what really matters.
Right.
Yeah, that's one reason why she went to go attack the Horned Reaper, to get him off of Dwyer.
Okay. It's like,
Yeah. Makes sense to me. So, Horned Reaper's turn. Yes, no? I'm going to assume yes, because Fadov hasn't said no.
Okay.
I was making sure that your turn was over. So, how do I want to execute this? This is pretty much the most devastating thing this guy can possibly do. Odd. That seems odd. Alright, so the Horned Reaper, with 2 enemies now standing in front of him, raises his scythe and shouts, "Armageddon!" He then stomps his foot on the ground, causing a massive earthquake. Dwyer and Fadov need to make dexterity saving throws.
17, 19 with modifier.
19.
My dice love me today.
And
7.
Dwyer? 7?
Poor
7.
Dwyer.
7.
Well, I messed with the
Alrighty.
Horn Reaper. I messed with the Reaper. I get the horns.
Yep. So, for poor innocent Dwyer, you will take max damage from Armageddon. 30 damage.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Thank God I'm an orc, and I hang on by 1 HP due to the racial trait of, if something would drop me, I hang on by 1.
Yep. For Faye Dove, because she saved, you will take half damage. However, both of you, despite whether you saved or not, are still knocked prone.
And I need to. And
How
I
much
need to.
damage would that be again?
The half damage was 15.
I don't think I'm going to be making my concentration, considering I have to beat. Oh well,
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
You have to beat 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15.
Here goes nothing. Oh, 18! I saved!
Oh, wow.
There you go. You done it. You saved your concentration. Massive freaking Armageddon. You saved your concentration. Very nice.
He's
Yeah, I
probably
bet the
hoping
Reaper's
that
like, should you be dead?
he's probably thinking to himself. Well, Dwyer's probably thinking, I have to maintain concentration so that Charming can kill Darius and then come save my ass.
Pretty much. Dwyer's mind's like I have to keep the Reaper's attention and try to keep my concentration because if he goes after everyone else, I am screwed. Heck, this next hit. Heck, if I get hit one more time, I am screwed.
Yep. Well, that was the Horned Reaper's move. So, Harvey.
Armageddon? That's a bit pompous name for a little bit of shaky land thing. Oh well. He tries to punch the Underlord again 3 times.
Well, hey, according to the Dungeon Keeper wiki, all Armageddon does is teleport you to the dungeon heart, which I thought was completely pointless.
It was in character anyways.
Right?
Let's see. First one 8, that doesn't hit. Second one 16, that doesn't hit. Third one 18, doesn't hit. Well,
That sucks.
yeah. Well, I guess I don't do anything then. I can't stun either. Next.
Alrighty. Halt.
Alright, so, yeah, I'm gonna attack the big guy. Not with that one. Or with that one. Alright. I missed both shots.
Alright.
15 and 15. Womp womp. Don't think I can do anything else with my bonus action, so... good luck.
Alright. Darius. That was pointless. Darius mutters some kind of dark incantation. He seems to feel a little bit better, but not by much. He's going to go ahead and drop an Inferno in the middle of the party. Everybody deck save.
Doesn't
19
matter. I'm
plus
dropping.
You're making it a 21.
Like I said earlier, it doesn't matter. And you know what? I crit missed. I got a 2 on my deck saving throw. I'm going down.
Hopefully you don't die.
Well, if he dies,
Yes, it
as long as no one else is turned into chicken, we're good. Because Fade-Up does have Revivify. As long as she gets to him within a minute.
Hey, unless this thing does 33 points of damage, I'm going to be unconscious.
33 points of damage, you say?
Yeah.
8d6 roll. I rolled exactly 33 points
Oh
of
my.
damage.
So yeah.
So
Unfortunately,
we're gonna need Revivify. Right?
yeah. Dwyer goes up like a. Dwyer pretty much dies.
So Darius mutters a dark incantation. A massive explosion of fire erupts in the middle of the party, and you just watch as poor Dwyer drops. So anybody who made the DC of 13 or 14,
Oh, sorry.
anybody who rolled 13 or lower on their dex save,
Did
takes
I have
full
to roll
damage.
anything here? Because I just prepped food.
Yeah, everybody had to roll dex save.
Half of 33.
That's a 12.
16.
What was the DC?
I just posted it in chat there. DC 14, 33 full damage, 16 half damage.
Well, I hope Halt has good berries. And
That means Harvey goes down.
Sega's unconscious.
Oh dear.
Harvey's also unconscious.
Don't we take
Well.
the lowest when we average?
Uh,
Don't we take lowest when we average when doing stuff like this? That would
That
be
is the lowest.
Yeah.
that
is
was
lowest.
16.
16, because it was 16.5 when it was halved.
Okay.
So yeah, you do take you round
So-
down instead of up.
Halt, you better have good berries.
Nope, just bad berries.
And Darius
Considering
looks.
Considering that the cleric just went down.
I will say this much. After he casts that spell, Darius is looking tired. You notice that the Horned Reaper's image is slowly beginning to fade. It hasn't faded, but it's slowly fading. Darius is going to fail at attacking Prince Charming there with his great sword.
Prince
Charming.
Charming is back to normal size now, isn't he?
Charming
Yeah.
is going to attack on the table. Nope. And then extra attack. You bitch. You bitch. It was dancing on the 19, and then it switched over to the 9.
That
Um,
sucks.
That's 2 misses for me. I am going to bonus action Second Wind, and this is the first time I've had to do this in combat. I will regain 9 hit points.
I will note that Jennifer succeeded in her saving throw, so she's fine.
Alright, I'm done.
Because I just realized that Jennifer didn't make a saving throw. So, all right, Jennifer. Jennifer is kind of upset. Seeing Dwyer go down, she's just gonna go all out here. She's gonna do the same thing Dwyer was doing by launching off fireballs this time.
But Dwyer's not the only one who's down.
So
Dwyer's
he's
the only one dead, but he's not the only one down.
yeah, but she just kind of fully realized just how serious the situation is, and she's just been pelting him with firebolts. But now she's going all out, basically,
Using actual spell slots.
pretty much. That is. I did that wrong. No, I didn't do that wrong. Okay. Yeah. She unleashes a fireball and deals 32 damage to Darius. And Darius is not happy about that. following that up, she is going to turn to Charming, and she is going to mutter an incantation. Charming, your sword is now a +3 blade.
Alright.
Well, until excuse me, I should say this properly. It's a +3 frost blade, which means you get the +3 to attack and damage and all that. But you also deal an extra 1d6 frost damage.
Alrighty.
You do lose the Blessing of Might, but I think the extra damage and the added +2 is good.
Yeah, I really need to be able to hit this guy. That's sort of the problem that we're all facing right now.
Yeah. Yep. That's why I gave you as much as I could. And Dwyer, you are dead.
So yeah, I've got a corpse over here.
If Fadov can get up before a minute has passed, Revivify can bring him back.
You got 10 turns.
Fadov, it is your initiative.
I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious, so make a death saving throw.
12, is that any good?
It means that you saved once. Doesn't mean that you get back up, but it means that you saved once.
Okay. Nervous laughter.
The Horned Reaper. It's his final turn. As the magic that is sustaining him is now pretty much drained away. He roars loudly, and let's see who's still up. Halt and Charming and Jennifer.
Yeah, it seems to be that way.
Pretty much. Unless an 8 hits Halt, which I'm pretty sure it's not going to, the Horned Reaper snarls and is engulfed in flames and disappears.
You know what? I could just imagine, just as a last act of, as he tries to go after Halt, he trips over Dwyer.
Well, I should have said what he did. He cast a firebolt and just completely missed. And Halt has poofed from the call. There he is. Welcome back. I think. Harvey.
Let's see. That's a 7, so nope. He's dying.
That is one fail. That sucks. And it would be Halt if he was not poofing in and out.
Harvey's used to this by it now.
Wow, this one fight has taken up the majority of our session.
Okay, sorry. Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. The Horned Reaper poofed because Darius is out of magic.
Now, if you can get Fadov up.
I missed. I can't really cast. I don't have good barrier at the moment. I am literally almost out of magic spells. I'll attack twice and move over.
Alrighty.
I missed both times, so.
That sucks. Darius, he is out of magic. So all he can do is make greatsword attacks. Fail, fail, and fail. The highest I rolled was a 15. Charming.
Welcome to my world. Let's see. Main attack. Ah, there we go. Where were you when I needed you? That'll be a 25 to hit.
Nice.
That's that plus that. Ooh. Um. So 21 damage,
Very nice.
and then extra attack. That would be a 20 to hit, since I got the plus 3.
Yep.
And damage, it's not going to be as much. 17 damage.
17. He's feeling it. I'll say that much.
And Charming is going to hold his ground.
Alright.
He was attacking this guy when he was a chicken. So Charming is absolutely 100% not moving from this spot until that guy goes down.
Right.
2 go in, 1's coming out.
Right. She used fireball, so I should make note of that. She is gonna go ahead and she will I did not write down his new HP. Yeah, he's feeling it. She's gonna move into a position where she can launch a lightning bolt. And she's gonna do that because lightning bolt, yes, please. So to find it in here. Lightning bolt, dexterity saving throw. Of course. That's the time that Darius succeeds. And it does not cause disadvantage if you're wearing armor. I am surprised. I am legitimately surprised on that. That sucks. Oh well. Welp. High rolls. That's what I like to see. I may even be able to deal damage even on a half of this roll. Yep. 17 damage to his face. That is not what I meant to do. He's feeling that one. Lightning bolt to the freaking face on that one. Dwyer is dead. Fate of.
Still unconscious.
Yep. Saving throws.
Sorry?
Make a death saving throw?
Yeah.
Who's?
Fate of.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
sorry. I was distracted for a minute. So.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Yeah.
Miss to make her saving throw.
14.
14? Alright. Second save. So you're good.
Yeah.
Harvey.
8. So second miss.
Second miss. Oh dear. Halt. This guy doesn't have much health left.
Alright,
Halt, take him out.
God damn it. 21 and 21.
21 and
2 21s.
Two
Yeah.
21s. Yep. roll good and you should be able to take him down.
12.
12 total?
Yep, 12 total.
Nice.
Is that with your hunter's mark?
Oh, shoot, thanks for reminding me. I'm missing 2 bunches marks. So an extra 4 on top of that.
An extra 4 on top of that. Alright. Well, with that arrow, with your 2 arrows, Darius lets out a groan as he collapses to the ground. You watch as his body kind of dissolves, and you hear a voice speak out, "Keeper, you have failed." So yeah, Darius is gone.
Well, we got 2 unconscious and 1 dead.
2 unconscious and 1 dead. Yep.
Also, why cost? Why?
Because unfortunately a lot of the good spells require cost.
Yeah, and you usually buy something from the towns for them, but we haven't had the chance to do that.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm sure there's somebody who can resurrect back in the town. Or back in the overworld, rather.
Back to the overworld.
Don't forget the talisman.
Yeah, grab the talisman.
So, how are you gonna transport a half-orc, a gnome, and a half-elf?
You guys are
Charming.
Yeah, you guys are probably.
Yeah,
You guys
and-
are probably woke up already. Like, you're
Yeah.
unconscious.
Can we just make a third saving throw, or do we
No, they're fine
automatically
now.
succeed?
Battle's over. They're fine.
Yeah. Combat's over, so at that point you would have been stabilized before you died, and you don't
Okay.
have to worry about it.
Well, one more
Hey.
successful death saving throw.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that would have stabilized you, but one
Yeah.
more fail and Harvey's gone too.
Yeah, I wrote the third one earlier, and it was a 4.
That sucks.
Oh, good thing you were down either. Like, I was literally went to go get the food stuff, and I was like, oh, when did Harvey go down?
With Faye Dove, and when Dwyer died,
Yep.
Oh, well, good thing Ho killed it.
Massive Inferno spell that used up the last of the last of Darius's mana. You all give out a long sigh and trek your way back through the dungeon and up the Hero's Gate.
Now I roll a 20. Did Darius leave anything behind?
Darius would have left quite a bit behind, actually.
Charming's taking all of it.
At least I would hope he did.
I just I was like, yeah, we're getting a reward from this.
Well, that's apparently what he had, which I'll probably change that in a minute.
19 copper and 1 platinum.
We defeated the most powerful overlord, and all we have to show for it is a stupid platinum and 1 dead orc.
Yeah, I'm not liking any of these rolls that I'm getting, so I'm just not going to use any of them. As is the case with Dungeon Hearts, the Keeper carries their dungeon-hearted money with them. Upon the corpse of Darius, you find a total of 16,000 gold pieces. Beyond that, you take his great sword, which is clearly magical of some kind. And yeah.
What about his armor?
That is a question. He probably would have had magical armor.
Can we get a list on the chat what he had? Like sort of a list of the items he had left behind. I missed some parts of it.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
just clearer
retype-
that way.
Yeah, I'll just retype it in the chat. So 16,000 gold, a magical greatsword, and a magical suit of armor.
What
So
kind
just
of
charming
armor?
items.
What kind of armor? If it's
Probably plate,
Probably.
considering that's what he was wearing.
Yeah, I would imagine plate armor because that's what he had.
okay.
That's why his AC was so high.
16,000 is quite nice though.
16,000 gold, yep. When you
Wow.
return to King Reginald's castle, King Reginald and the princes meet you. Seeing your fallen comrades, they ask, "What has happened?" To which I presume you explain.
Darius is all Theta will say.
Yeah.
Charming is actually going to take the greatsword and throw it down at the feet of those gathered. Darius fought us in battle, and he lost.
And King Reginald looks at the sword and smirks and says, "Well, seems you are stronger than I thought. Very good then. However, I see some of your comrades have been gravely wounded." He snaps his fingers, and a few monks come running to your side. There is some muttering and chattering and incantations of sorts. Yeah, everybody who was knocked out or dead now has 1 HP.
Yay. Still hurting a bit.
Well, for the one who died, it really depends on what spell you use. Obviously, Revivify can't be used because the time has long passed, but like Resurrection is going to grant you a sizable penalty, which won't go away for a few days.
Yeah. Well,
There's
this-
like True Resurrection, but that's a 9th level spell.
Yeah. This is sort of my own revive spell, basically. The only penalty is you're revived, but with 1 health.
I guess if
Something
that
unique to these monks, basically.
Well,
So
sounds
essentially,
like
you-
something I had to cast together or something.
And
Like, did they have to cast it together, or are they able to teach us this?
I still missed that. Sorry.
Like, was there a limitation that they had to cast it together, or are they able to teach this to our cleric?
Oh. No. They didn't have to. Well, whatever the cost was something that they took care of.
Okay.
So, sort of King Reginald's payment to you guys for taking out Darius and bringing the Horned Reaper talisman to him.
Wait, are we giving it to him?
Are you giving it to him?
Let me just keep it.
After all the work we went through, I think we should be keeping it.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Also, Hulk's going to.
I mean, look what happened last time we gave it away.
Right?
Mention of that, Hulk's going to at the point of when he sees Dwyer revive, Hulk's actually going to get on his hands and knees in front of him.
In front of the king or in front of Dwyer,
Dwyer.
Dwyer.
Dwyer's like,
Nice mouthful of food.
he's like, Darius, what? Wait, where's Darius? Wait, what happened? Alt?
We killed him.
You guys
Sorry,
got him.
Yeah, but I was like, it was my fault though.
It was not your fault, Halt. I would have attacked him first, had you not.
Oh, I'm the idiot that gave him that stupid talisman. Hell, I waited until I found out that he was going to try and kill until he was going to try and subjugate everyone on the surface before I even tried to attack him. He's like, Dwyer is actually holding his head and he's like, why'd you bring me back?
Charming is going to walk up to Dwyer. Worry not, Dwyer. You made a mistake, but you fought well. Slaps him on the back.
But I am serious. I just got revived from the dead. You couldn't wait You couldn't wait until after I had a good night's sleep in order to do that. Charming don't change. At that point, Dwyer's actually going to walk over to Faye Dove. He's going to be like, Dove, I'm sorry.
It's fine, Dwyer.
And hold, trust me, I ain't blaming you for this.
How is going to just wander off to find the kitchens?
Find what?
To find whatever there is to eat.
Oh. Alright.
Hey, the Hulk's actually going to mention, since all the trouble we went through beating him, is there a reward for killing him? Besides for what he gave us? Hulk's actually going to ask that at the game at this point. Because that was hard.
Yeah, that was hard. King Reginald will speak up and say, for the defeat of the Underlord Darius, the reward is as follows. 1 item from the King's Armory, one mystical gem from the King's Treasury, as well a total of 5,000 gold pieces.
Are we going to be able to use these gold pieces? Because we haven't had a shop.
Let's just say, we're pretty much rich considering the party coffers, which currently I assume have been resting in Fadov's bag of holding, are 36 copper, 62 silver, 21,021 gold.
Yep.
And 1 platinum, I think.
that-
No.
No,
No,
the
that
one
was-
platinum thing.
Okay.
No, that didn't.
Okay, so we have no exotic coins.
Right.
But yeah, we
Um,
haven't had shop yet, and since we started, so
Yeah.
we're kind of rich. We're just like, there's no shops.
You've got
Well,
you've got
we're in the
21,000.
kingdom now.
Yeah, you've got 21,000 gold and nowhere to shop.
Well,
Interesting
We are in
though.
the kingdom now.
Yeah, I
We
was
should
gonna
be able to
say
shop here.
you. Yeah, I was gonna say you are in King Reginald's kingdom. There is a kingdom, city, whatever you want to call it. So you are actually free to shop here.
Come on, guys, let's go stimulate the economy.
I know, right? It's like, hey,
Now, was the rewards for each of us?
It was total for the
Oh,
whole party.
so one item, one gem, and a level.
Yep, and one item from the king's armory. Essentially, one magic weapon or armor, one mystic gem, which is basically where were they? Where were the mystic gems?
An Ioun stone? Is that what you're thinking of?
Well, that's part of it. In the DMG, there were the elemental gems as well. You can either get one of those, or you can get an Ioun stone. The elemental gems are in that uncommon items thing I sent. The Ioun stones I have not yet seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're in the DMG actually. I
There they
didn't
are.
take a close enough look.
Yeah, I found them.
There's probably a limit on the rarity.
Yeah, it's pretty much. See, it looks like your options are sustenance. You don't need to eat or drink while this clear spindle orbits your head. Reserve, which is see, it basically stores spells inside of it. I'd have to actually copy it to you guys. There is a protection one, which is a +1 bonus to AC. Awareness, you can't be surprised. And that looks like it.
+1 to AC. Give that to Charming.
I don't know, Charming can't be hit as it was.
And
Well,
Charming has claimed a great sword and a plate armor, and let's see what we can do with that. If he can wield either of them and they're better than what he has, then he's probably just going to do that. If not, he's going to trade them in and see if the king will, give something in return.
Yep.
But that could be decided later.
Speaking of which,
Fate would hope that there is a somewhat better melee weapon than her mace that she could use. She has proficiency with all simple weapons, so
Yeah, but also, still using his normal mundane bow. Like, I have
Yeah.
nothing.
I think
So
a lot of the party is still using non-magical weapons.
Yeah.
well, a monk here. So
Yeah, well, besides from the monk doesn't matter.
Right. Well, I mean, the monk is still using non-magical weapons because he hasn't hit level 6 yet.
True. Yeah. It's like
And then it becomes a non-magical. Then it becomes a magical weapon.
Right.
exactly.
But
But yeah, we don't. But yeah, we don't have. A lot of us don't have. We're still using mundane.
Yeah.
yeah, considering Fadov can deal more damage with Sacred Flame than with her mace at this point, I don't see any reason to give Fadov a magic weapon. No offense, but
Right.
you don't. At this point, you don't rush in with a magical mace and start beating things up when you're the cleric.
Right.
I mean, you can build yourself that way if you totally want to. That's fine, but it might be better to leave it to the professionals.
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking
the
of,
thing is, Veda would be looking for a better melee weapon because the enemies keep dodging her sacred flame.
So,
The chance still the same. Like, the sacred flames will have about the same since it's just the dexterity save. Like
yeah,
probability.
it's not going to make a huge difference.
Yeah.
hey, if you want me to, I'm gonna just be over here and trying to figure out what this magic great sword and suit of armor do. Okay. Do them Arcana check rolls for me.
Well, Charming actually asked the king to do that at his earliest convenience. Essentially, someone somewhere can cast the Identify ritual.
Right.
Ah,
And Veda's like, I could do it.
After you buy the pearl.
After you buy
Yeah.
the pearl.
Charming already asked the king.
But we have
to do it.
plenty of money to buy the pearl now.
You do, just don't have them yet. Oh, and Charming is also going to ask the same for that sword that he got, the rapier.
Alrighty. Also recall that the pearl gets used up when you cast the spell.
Yep.
So for
I
every
don't
time
think
you
it
want
does.
Does it?
It'll say if it gets used up.
Let me look.
Yep. A pearl worth at least 1,000 gold and an owl feather. It
No,
does
it's not
not
used up.
specify that it gets used up.
I thought all material costs that you had got used.
No.
No, they say if they get
specifies,
lost.
Like continual flame.
Yeah.
Ruby dust worth 50 gold pieces, which the spell consumes.
Yep.
Revivify. Diamonds worth 300 gold pieces, which the spell consumes.
Yeah, I got confused at that, but yeah, it does specify for a material component that has a cost associated with it. It will specify if it gets consumed.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. A lead-based ink worth at least 10 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. Alright, so yeah, as long as you have a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces and an owl feather, which would be in your normal components as it is, then yeah.
And the owl feather could be substituted by her holy symbol.
Yeah. It's not a,
There's not a cost.
not a cost on it, yeah. So, alright. Well, we'll go over the magic items and such after the session ends, which, at this point, I assume that the party along rests, and that's pretty much it for the session.
yeah, one really, really, really long boss fight.
That was...
Yeah, nearly 4 hours.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't the whole session. A lot of it was exploring through the thing, but, I mean, we did a 3.5 hour session today. I'd say 2 of that was the boss fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How are we going to invite Dwyer to raid the king's pantry?
Alrighty.
Meh.
Raiding the king's pantry. Yeah. So I guess for those that want to know the magic items and such, just stay in the call once once I take the podcast down. That said, since it looks like our session is done for today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for coming out and watching. For those who watched live on Twitch, for those who watched on YouTube, thanks for everybody coming out and playing. And we will see everybody next week at
Bye.
2 p.m. on twitch.tv/Serene Inc. So, alright.
Bye, everyone.
Keep coming, punny out, everybody.
Blarg.
Blarg. Apparently that's Dwyer's outro, Blarg. Alright. See ya, everybody.
Thanks for the game.